On Thursday, we had the feminist lecture series where we were talking about voice, vagina, and violence, where women who decide to speak up, whether at university campuses or high schools, they are insulted, they are abused. Y'all can read Facebook, some people can wake up by the time they call one woman near, especially when near switch like attack you, and they will just go there and just never the issues. So Thursday we interrogated some of those things. We had Cornelia Scrab, Mariah Yekula, myself, and we're just talking about what our experiences have been or continue to be. Today we decided to do this walk a mile in her shoe, because most times people ask, what are the men doing when it comes to women's rights issue? What are Liberian men saying? What are they, how are they partnering with women? So a little background to this walk. Last year, for 16 days of activism, our students that are based at Cottonton decided to do series of activities all through the 16 days, and they were led by Nola and some of the other young people. Some of them are here. Let me see the names of all those who participated in the 16 days. Let's give them a round of applause, because honestly, I can say to anyone, that was one well-organized, consistent set of activities. These young people went out there. It was not about budget or money, but they just volunteered their time, their energy. So they had a series of activities, and one of it was this walk a mile in her shoe. And I saw it and said, this is really interesting. We should bring it to Monrovia for International Women's Day. So today we decided, let's do this walk. But also let's look at issues that are impacting women in Liberia that many people tend to take for granted. Of course, rape is a key issue. That's one area that is very high on the agenda when you're talking. FGM has become a public conversation today. But there are some issues that many people are not talking about. One, women going to give birth and they are kept in the hospital as prisoners. How many of you know that? Many women go to deliver in Liberia, and if they don't have money, they keep them. Last July, we had almost 20 women that we had to rescue from a local hospital. Their bill was up to almost $1 million. I remember going, there was this one young girl who they had carried down to almost the basement of this local hospital, and she's sitting there, the tiny baby laying on the bed, and her little friend sitting by her. The boyfriend was a motorbike rider. He had run away. He didn't have money. The pregnancy was not his. And then she said to me, Auntie, the people say I owe you 300 US. I will pay until I get old. Because nobody to give me this money. So we were able to free all of them through the generosity of one of my friends and one of my board members who's here. We put all that money together, free them. Then we also gave them late 2020 to go home and buy food, and we carry some diapers and blankets and things for the babies. One man he was so happy, he almost fainted because he had gone every day. His wife sent him to the work, but 300 every day he would bring $5. So imagine you owe 300 US every day, you go also and you bring $5. So she had been there for 2 weeks and $5 and $14, $70. He had paid only 70. So when he had gone, he came and paid the other $5. Then they said, Madam Gbowee, free your wife. He said, no, that's not true. And y'all pick her on the telephone, let me talk to her. If that her for true, when she talk, I know her voice. I know her in person, but I know her voice on radio. So he said, Madam, hello. I say, hello. Oh, you take her. But those are some of the issues. Today, we also have sex for grades. It's a serious thing. Femicide. This year, Bon County has been in the news for men killing their partners. The last one that was for 500 liberty, right? Yeah. He killed her and went to someone there and said they were getting something to drink because he know the police will come and arrest him, but he finished killing that one. So all of these issues, so today we decided let's label these bags so that men can come sexual harassment will all over. The other day I said in my car, they kept selling her grandpeople. I thought she passed. The mechanic now her butt. I want the glass down. Then but the way he saw my face, I don't know what he saw. Man, sorry, man. But children who sell in the street, they face these issues every day. Emotional abuse. Women who got children, lack of child support, some of y'all who come from single parent families. So today we wanted y'all to really carry the bag on your back and feel a bit of what Liberian women are feeling every day. This is just a tiny bit of the pains of the Liberian woman. And I'm glad that the young men and the older men and the not so older men showed up today. I'm very happy, and I want to say a huge thank you to all of you for showing up for this day. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. The people that are sitting on here will come back to them later, but we want to say thank you, and it's been a success. This is a wonderful day. We will have breakfast, and then you can stay around and mingle, but those who got to go back to Kwakmo, you know the boss will be waiting for you. So thank you all for coming. Nula, back to you.
Thank you.